That's the guy that nicked my stuff. I love serving people food, and when you hand someone something and it looks insane and it's like, whoa. You know, especially when people come back to me and say that's the best donut I've ever had. Like, sure, it's a lot of prep and a lot of time goes into everything, but it's all worth it. I just want people to have like the best experience. It's all going to start with just like a banging donut. The dough itself has to be like super fluffy, not too dense. The fillings are just sort of traditional, what I class as a donut. You know, raspberry jam donuts, lived off those when I was a kid. Custard ones, obviously the creme pat. The Mr. Whippy one's just a bit of fun, to be honest. I've always wanted a Mr. Whippy machine. When it comes to the sauce and toppings, just give people the reign to do whatever they want. And like, make it interactive, make it fun. Give people the options of party ring dust, and like, you want to slab Oreos all over a custard donut, let them do it. I didn't thought I stood a chance of like winning or anything. I was just there to trade and have a good time. Pretty much every other trader there I knew. I know that there's a lot of good traders out there putting out some incredible food. So it's pretty crazy to think you won the whole thing.
Try not to swear, but thank you so much. It's incredible. You know, honestly, I just want to stay around Leeds, but I'm happy to go to London.
Going to local dairy farm to go get the best whole milk you'll ever have. It is incredible, super creamy, super good, and get it in glass bottles as well. Oh, should we just try some real quick? It's good though. It's as good as milk gets, really. Like, it's pretty damn good. It's worth it. Come to my truck, you're going to indulge and you're going to enjoy it. I want you to have the best possible milkshake you're going to ever drink, and it's going to have whole milk in it, you know. I've been pretty chill about it until yesterday, and then sort of hit me that it could be quite a big opportunity. You know, if you've got investors down there and some serious people, and a lot of serious food traders, you know, best from the country. So hopefully people like the product, and a lot of people try the product, and we'll see. In terms of best dessert, if we're there, we're in with a shot, so we'll see how it goes. I was up at 4 AM. I drove the trailer down and it took a very long time because it only goes 50 miles an hour with this thing. So, and then London traffic, trying to drive around with a trailer. Yesterday morning, we made all the dough for today's service. So we cracked on first thing, made all the dough up, got that doing its first proof, and then in the second proof in the fridge overnight. Proofing is where basically our dough has fresh yeast in it. So the proofing is allowing the yeast to activate. Obviously when you see bread and stuff rising, that's the yeast activating. So the more times and the slower you do the proofs, the better the yeast flavour that develops throughout the dough. We make all our own fillings. A lot of time goes into the fillings. We try and keep it really simple and only really offer 3 fillings. So we've got raspberry jam, a Nutella chocolate ganache, and a vanilla bean creme pat. It started with the product. I didn't really think about the logistics of it until I'd already made the product and realised how long the product took to make. And I've sort of done everything else around that, rather than trying to make a less prep heavy product. Like, it was always about making the best donut, and unfortunately that's what it takes. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of prep. It is Saturday morning. Yesterday was insane. As soon as the queue started, it didn't stop. It was pretty much all sold out creme patties for the whole weekend. So got home last night, made some more creme pat at 1 in the morning. Boys behind me are just racking out all the dough. Just gonna do like potentially, you know, some of the most amount of donuts we've ever done in a day. We got so much good feedback on the donuts as well. Like everyone absolutely loved it. You know, the amount of people coming up, and even like the first 2 donuts we sold, they were just like, this is the best thing we've ever eaten. We got like, you know, 70 odd votes. I haven't even counted them, but so something around, it looks about that much. People have been coming up and saying, that's the best food we've had here tonight. It's pretty nuts, like, it's just all these amazing traders and people come to me last and it's like, boom. The whole thing started when we went on a trip down the west coast of America. I didn't know what I wanted to do when I got home. We had so much amazing street food and street food trucks, and that whole scene really took to me. And I just thought, this is what I want to do when I get home. Oh, they're getting gin and tonics, of course they are. I'm gonna take the cereal milkshake first to them. Plain donuts, perfectly proofed, perfectly fried, just about. And they come out of the fryer and they'll sit for about 15 minutes. So they just cool down enough, they'll be perfect, fluffy, maybe a little bit warm. And this is the way I want people to eat them. The timing couldn't have been any better, to be honest. I'm sure I liked them, man. Like, the donuts couldn't have been any more perfect right there, so I'm happy. I'm happy. Gotta give them drop them a vanilla bean creme pat, salted caramel shortbread, special. Obviously, the judges aren't going to come to the truck, they sit down. And one thing we love to do on the truck is, you know, bring the food out in front, sauce it, top it, you know, have that show about it, which people really enjoy with dessert. When I took the creme pat to them, I took the sauce, I took the honeycomb and the shortbread, and basically sauced it up, did everything right in front of them. What did they say? They were just like, oh. We just won the best dessert at the British Street Food Finals. And we just won the judge's choice. Man, it's unreal. There's some incredible food traders here. Not a chance, did not expect that, not one bit. It took a lot of time to get the donuts right. I think it all just came with practice and just kept making them. And I've kind of got the philosophy, or whatever you want to call it, that you know, if you want to be the best at anything, if you try hard enough and keep on trying, like, you can do it. Like anything. Like, we just took it to donuts, and we're finally at that final product, which is winning awards.